Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Before we begin our podcast today, I want to tell you about my little kitty, my cat. He's very popular across my YouTube channel, and when he pops up from time to time, he gets more likes in 1 hour than I get in a month. It's very strange. The internet is a rather bizarre place. A 30-second clip of him jumping produces lots and lots of comments and views, whereas an English lesson and a podcast of about 15 minutes produces not even a quarter of that. It's really bizarre. Anyway, for those of you who know my little cat, Pitoffy, he's a little bit under the weather these days. And that just means that he's a little bit ill. If we say under the weather, it means sick or not feeling the best. It can also mean feeling blue, feeling a bit sad, but in this case, he is a little bit sick. He's not able to do his pee-pee, and for cats, that can be a major thing. So I had to dig out and find his insurance policy documents, and today I'm taking him to the vet. Now, my little cat hates going out the house. He's a house cat, and he's very proud walking around here with his shoulders moving like a little man. He's doing well as usual. He has a vorocious appetite. Vorocious is a word from our weekly lesson this week. And also he's drinking plenty. So he's just struggling a little bit. It doesn't appear to be serious. And it looks like some kind of cystitis. If he was human, I'd be giving him cranberry juice. And some people give that to animals as well, because that clears any problems. And it works in humans. If you have trouble with your kidneys, if you have trouble passing water, then it's always a great thing. My little cat doesn't like going anywhere, and he hates everyone. It's a bit strange. Well, I suppose he wasn't going to be normal being my cat because he sits around all day listening to my English lessons, and his response, as always, is simply "ma" before he walks away and sleeps. He's doing well, though. I mean, he is looking well. He's up at his usual times. He's not depressed. So I don't think this is much to worry about. But yeah, with cats and their passing of water, you need to be very careful because that can be a bit of a serious thing. And there we are. Right, well, we're going to read a couple of stories today. And I made reference in my weekly lesson to the word vorocious, but I also made reference to Elton John, the singer from the 1980s. And there's a picture of him here in the newspaper looking, well, rather old. This is from The Guardian of today, which is the 4th of September. It says, Elton John has been left with only limited vision in one eye after a severe eye infection. The 77-year-old singer revealed he was healing from the infection in one eye, but said his recovery would take some time. In a post on Instagram, he said, over the summer, I've been dealing with a severe eye infection that has unfortunately left me with only limited vision in one eye. I am healing, but it is an extremely slow process, and it will take some time before sight returns to the impacted eye. And then he goes on to thank people who cared for him in hospital. It says here, numerous stars replied to the post to wish the singer well, including the fashion designer Donatella Versace, the radio presenter Bob Harris. Oh, really? Bob Harris? I thought he died. Actor Leighton Williams. And Versace said, "Take your time and recover, Elton. We'll be here waiting for your return when you're healthy and ready." Yeah, I remember last year, in fact, I think it was almost exactly a year ago now, I lost sight in one of my eyes. It just stopped working completely, just ended. And at that point, they discovered I had diabetes and they started putting me on medication. Very interesting, very interesting. So I know how he feels. But important for him, I suppose, with all of the music that he writes. We're going to go on with another story. This is something else about libraries, and we spoke about this last week, and it's about Jack Reacher, who, as far as I know, is some kind of character in a series of books. And there's an article here that says Jack Reacher would not exist without Birmingham libraries, says his creator. It is also from The Guardian of today. It is said that heroes are made, not born. In the case of fictional ex-military action man Jack Reacher, it has emerged that he was made in a library in Birmingham. Many public libraries in the city are now under threat from closure, prompting Reacher's creator, the best-selling author Lee Child, to speak out. And he's saying there that his famous character would never have existed without the city's libraries that he visited in his childhood. He said, "You speak to any other writer and they'll tell you the same thing, that those early years of reading, that's what turns you into a writer." And I have to say, I do agree with that. And there's a picture here of Tom Cruise, who was in a movie about Reacher called Never Go Back. Yeah, I must admit that for me personally, I also would say that about poetry and the stuff I write from time to time, I would really say that libraries have been absolutely pivotal in that journey. Without them, I don't think I would be a writer. It's not just about actually having a place to write. It's not that at all. And it certainly isn't about some kind of literary influence from a library. It's not that either. I think it's about having a space to do something. Now, we don't do spaces. The internet is everywhere. Wherever you go, whatever you do, the internet's with you. There's no privacy, there's no quiet. At every moment, you have something attached to your ear or your eyes. There's no other way. And I think what libraries did, it allowed you to completely focus on the written word. So you could spend time in them and find something to fill all your senses. And then you're left happily. But these days, there's no quiet to do that. There's no quiet to do anything. There's so much in the way of noise, mental noise and interference. And I think the library and those little old ladies that used to look over their glasses and say, shh. Although looking back, it was very funny. When was the last time you had anyone telling you not to speak? Yeah, interesting, isn't it? So, yes. Well, I'm going to leave now because I need to prepare to take my little cat to the vet. He's going early today, and I want to do my other video clip first. So, hopefully he'll be okay. He's wandering around, and of course, cats know instinctively that something isn't right because he knows by the time I'm up and around that it's unusual. So he's immediately disappeared because he knows that something's going on and something that might affect him. Or maybe he's just been listening to my English lessons too much and learning, I don't know. But there we are, that's it. I'll see you all again soon. Bye.